Take a moment. Think about your most cherished memory, the warmth of the sun, the taste of birthday cake, the faces you love. You can feel the emotions, see the details, and hear the sounds as if they were happening right now. But what if I told you that memory and every other memory you possess might not be real? What if your entire life, up to this very second, was a complete fabrication? This isn't science fiction. It's a question from the strangest corners of physics. Your identity is a tapestry woven from your past experiences. To suggest none of it happened is to suggest you did not happen, at least not in the way you believe. We trust our senses and memories as the bedrock of reality. But the universe is far stranger than our intuition can grasp. The laws of physics, which describe the orbits of planets and the fusion in stars, also open the door to possibilities that sound like pure fantasy. What seems impossible on a human timescale might become inevitable on a cosmic one. So, let's embark on a journey, not just across space and time, but into the very nature of existence itself. We'll explore a thought experiment so profound, it can make you question everything. The Boltzmann Brain. Prepare yourself, because we are about to dive headfirst into the strange and bewildering world of the Boltzmann Brain. Our story begins in 19th century Vienna with physicist Ludwig Boltzmann. Boltzmann championed the radical idea that the world was made of tiny, unseen particles, atoms. He argued that the properties we observe, like temperature and pressure, are the collective result of countless atoms moving and colliding randomly. Boltzmann's work introduced probability and statistics into physics, revolutionizing our understanding of heat and energy. He showed that heat is just the kinetic energy of jiggling atoms. This insight connected the microscopic world to our everyday experience. Boltzmann's greatest contribution was to the second law of thermodynamics. In an isolated system, things move from order to disorder. He defined this tendency with a concept called entropy. An ordered state is low entropy and unlikely. A disordered state is high entropy and vastly more probable. The universe, Boltzmann realized, is always moving toward higher entropy. This simple statistical truth is the engine that drives the flow of time forward. If the universe always moves from order to disorder, how do we exist in such an ordered state? Our bodies, the Earth, even the solar system are pockets of astonishing order in a universe trending toward chaos. The answer lies in cosmic timescales. While the universe trends toward higher entropy, pockets of order can form temporarily. Think of building a sandcastle on a beach. You create order, but increase the universe's overall disorder. Life on Earth works the same way, powered by the sun's low entropy energy. Boltzmann took this idea to its extreme. While high order is improbable, it's not impossible. In a box of gas it's possible, though astronomically unlikely, for all molecules to gather in one corner. If the universe is infinite or lasts long enough, even the most improbable events must eventually occur. Imagine a universe at heat death, a cold, featureless void. Given infinite time, random fluctuations could occur. Not just a few atoms gathering, but something far more complex. A fluctuation so miraculous it could assemble something as intricate as a living, thinking brain. Enter the Boltzmann brain. In the emptiness of a far future universe, random quantum fluctuations could, by sheer chance, assemble a fully functional, self-aware human brain. This Boltzmann brain would flicker into existence for a brief moment, complete with a lifetime of false memories. It would remember a life it never lived, a world that never existed and people it never met. Its entire past would be an illusion, a random configuration of matter mimicking a life story. Without a body to sustain it, it would almost instantly cease to function, dissolving back into chaos. The universe you see might just be part of the false memory of a Boltzmann brain. Here's where the thought experiment gets terrifying. If the universe lasts long enough, Boltzmann brains could vastly outnumber ordinary observers like us. Over infinite time, their numbers would be infinite, while evolved beings are finite. Statistically, it would be far more likely that you are a Boltzmann brain than a human who evolved on Earth. This conclusion is a direct assault on our sense of self and reality. It suggests your entire perceived reality could be a random memory in a disembodied brain. The logical chain that started with atoms and entropy leads us to a place where we can no longer trust our own minds. The Boltzmann brain scenario creates a paradox at the heart of science. Science is built on trust in our observations and the consistency of physical laws. But if we're more likely Boltzmann brains, all our scientific knowledge is part of the illusion. The theory predicts we shouldn't trust the theory itself, a snake eating its own tail. Any theory that predicts our minds are unreliable is self-defeating. If your evidence and reasoning are random artifacts, you can't argue for the theory at all. Science would collapse into absolute uncertainty. Most scientists reject this radical skepticism. If your theory produces too many Boltzmann brains, it's time to go back to the drawing board. Physicists have proposed ways to avoid a universe overrun by Boltzmann brains. One approach questions the assumption of an eternal universe. Maybe it ends in a big crunch or big rip, preventing Boltzmann brains from forming in large numbers. Another idea, we might live in a false vacuum that could decay, wiping the slate clean before many Boltzmann brains appear. Some physicists argue that entropy works differently in an expanding universe, suppressing reverse fluctuations. The special conditions of the Big Bang might make evolved observers common, but Boltzmann brains rare. These ideas aim to ensure our theories are consistent with our existence as reliable observers. The Boltzmann brain problem is a crucial check on cosmological models. Any successful theory must explain not just the universe but why we can trust what we see. Are you a Boltzmann brain? Physicists say. Almost certainly not. The paradox suggests a flaw in the models, not in your reality. But considering the possibility pushes us to the limits of understanding. It reminds us that our consciousness is a rare, remarkable phenomenon. The fact that we can even ask these questions is a testament to the human mind. We are stardust that has woken up and can wonder about the universe. This capacity for self-reflection is perhaps the most incredible thing in existence. The Boltzmann brain idea can inspire appreciation for the unbroken chain of events that led to you. Cherish your memories, trust your senses, and never stop asking big questions. In a universe where lonely, disembodied brains are possible, a community of minds sharing wonder is the most reassuring reality of all.